Hi everybody, we're up at Whitby Abbey and you can see the harbour in the background there. The view is just amazing, and we've just entered the graveyard at Whitby Abbey and we've just spoken to the most fascinating guy about local ghosts, local folklore, legends, what to look out for, what to expect, how to approach ghosts in this particular graveyard. So if we see him again, we're going to get him on YouTube. But I don't like to accost people the minute I meet him. We're going to bump into him again and said, do you want to come on and give some of your views and opinions?
Oh yeah.
Fascinating person. You know when you just randomly meet someone and then they can tell you so much about the subject that you're so interested in.
It was interesting things.
So, it was. Yeah. So we're going to have a walk around some of these graves now. Put our torches on, headlights.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll start asking out. Do you want to take the camera or do you want me to take it?
Oh, you can. I'll take the camera for a bit and then.
Alright.
I'll
Then if anything flashes off, we'll just stop and do a bit of paranormal. Look, people started getting engaged up here in the graveyard.
Yeah, I mean, he did tell us that interesting story about once a year there is a road path going up next to the steps that once a year, and he didn't quite know, he said I think it's July, but one day lots of people have seen, I think called it the Bear Gas Coach. And basically it's a coach that comes up that hill, goes through the graveyard, and the legend is that anybody who sees it, either they die or somebody in the family. Now, yeah, he said this is quite a few people have seen it, but he did say to her, he said people around here are very, very spiritually. He said, but he said he's had experiences, so he said maybe we talk to other people about it, people who are local. That'll be interesting to see.
Yes, I think he went off that way to the campsite.
He was fascinating. I mean, we were good half an hour talking to him. He was fascinating. We've probably done a full video on him.
I wish we had really, but it's got the battery.
Yeah, he was fascinating. Yeah, fascinating to listen to the guy. Yeah.
So we'll just walk about, and if the EMF goes off, then we'll stop and see if we can get anything. Are there any spirit people would like to come forward, talk to us?
And this is the church near the abbey. At the top of the steps, as you can see. It's very old. At some point or other the bells will go. That's nothing paranormal, it's just...
These graves are really overgrown, a lot of them, aren't they?
They have grown. Really overgrown, a lot of these. Yeah.
It was spooky when the mist came down the last
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, it was.
The thing is what's happened with these gravestones. The sea salt has washed all the writing off. It's stripped the writing literally clean off, so all you're getting is these Victorian gravestones that are leaning this way and that, and there's no writing on them.
Very, very.
It reminds you of like an American ghost town, doesn't it?
It does.
It has that kind of a feel because it's so overgrown. Nobody seems to mow the lawn here, cut the grass or anything. It's not a well-tended graveyard, is it? It's like a wild...
No, it doesn't, and you would have thought because it's...
It's like old grey, so maybe nobody knows who these people are anymore.
No, it's possible. It is possible.
But there's paths, so let's just take a path and see what we can... where we're going to go.
Yeah, the old abbey's up there.
You lead us to your grave, and you take us, if you want to talk to us, we will come and we'll try and make some communication with you.
Yeah.
Were you fishermen people? Perhaps you were in a drowning incident?
It's alright, that's just not paranormal, it's me, Pillock.
Is that open?
Ooh.
Oh no, it's those like tablet table chairs.
Oh,
some really good monuments here, aren't there? Desperate people would like to come forward and talk to us. Any people who used to work here perhaps? Grave diggers or people that used to do the stonemasonry on these graves. Look at the EMS meter, I'll come talk to me and then if I pick you up. up and have a chat with you, ask some questions. Maybe you just follow us around for a minute to see what we're actually doing and
So,
a bit curious to what we're doing.
yeah.
Look at the abbey in the background there.
The abbey's
You might
not.
not pick it up on that because it's too dark. What we
It
need to do
is a bit too dark, but we
Yeah.
will.
Let's go up here, go back around a different path and we'll get
Yeah.
the abbey.
All right.
We need a lot of light though because it's dark up this way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
These birds are getting more overgrown than I thought.
is it? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it was all. I mean, there's hundreds of them,
Yeah.
especially down that bit. I mean,
It's so find us with these Yorkshire greves though, they just keep
They
burying
just
them,
let it-
don't they, until they're literally almost
yeah. I
dead
mean,
anyway.
do you wanna?
But I think don't this path go up and round?
Well, we can go up
Let's
and
go round the outskirts
we'll go around the outskirts and.
and then we can get the abbey in over there. And we'll work our way back down to the front of the
Yeah.
church. And very spirit people would like to come forward. Please stand close to us or follow us around the graveyard and then
Yeah.
pick you up. And as we pick you up, we'll be able to communicate with you. We can have a chat about your life.
And if I fall down a grave, it's not set up. It's pillock.
It won't be the first time.
No, I know exactly whereabouts it was anyway. So
What, the grave is all there?
yeah, yeah. If I go down another one, then it'll make good
We've
view.
got another one that's your
It'll
own
make
fault.
good viewing. But as long as
That was Valentine's Day that day when you fell down that grave.
oh, I thought it was a bit of a romantic gesture.
Oh, the proper pathway, if we get on there.
Oh yeah, probably.
It saves you falling down any more gaping holes in the ground, doesn't it?
Oh no, but can you imagine? Oh,
Okay, are there
look at
any
that one.
fishermen or
Look at this one.
any ladies who used to work on the wharf side? Oh, look at that, that's a vampire boat.
Oh, you imagine?
That is a vampire boat. That's the one with the hand creeps out of the
The
side.
children of the night, what music they make. And that was me.
What music indeed. Let's stay at this part because we're not going to be able to see the abbey if we go up to that wall.
No, no.
And oh, look at the view now. Just
Oh,
show everyone the view there.
Pan out a
So
bit.
that big white building there on the end is the Royal Carlton Hotel. It's very nice in there, Victorian. They've got a ballroom with big portraits on the walls and long mirrors. And one room's got the most beautiful stained glass, ships and things like that. It's beautiful inside.
It is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're having to slum it.
We're slumming it tonight,
We're
guys.
slumming
Yeah,
it.
we're camping out in the graveyard. You'll probably see our tent in the corner. Well, it seemed the cheaper option, didn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, these.
We've had nothing on the EMF meter yet.
You had
Is
nothing
there
there.
anybody here who'd like to talk to us? Any vicars, any priests? Any clergy
Anybody
people?
at all?
Anybody connected to the abbey, maybe? It's just beyond that wall there.
I think we're just being watched at the
You
moment.
think so?
I think at the moment people just weighing us up. I think.
Maybe they're just curious.
Oh, look at these. I mean,
That's a good one, isn't it? I do feel like a bit creepy, like I'm not on it, like there's somebody else with us here.
you don't want me? Yeah, I get
You
that.
have a feel that there's
Yeah.
someone behind you or just close up.
Yeah, I have a look round a couple of times. I must.
Well, you all asked for graveyards, so we're bringing you graveyards.
What will you do for you? Huh? What will you do?
And the best graveyards too, not just any graveyard.
No.
The best graveyards.
Yeah. And don't worry. At some point or other, we will get.
Look at that broken one there.
He's come out of that.
Hey Andy,
Oh.
people are dying to get in here. Dying to get in here? Oh.
You see that tumbleweed then?
No, what is it? I don't even know what it is.
Tumbleweed, it's that stuff, do you know, in the desert, in the desert,
desert? We're in the graveyard.
in the desert when it goes really quiet
Not in the Arizona desert.
and it blows past
We're
like.
in Whitby.
Oh God! Oh, somebody's been out of there. That one.
Oh, what? It's bleeding. No, it's probably me that I'm still not here.
All right. I thought it was somebody touched me leg then.
Oh, look, again then, maybe it's something connected to that.
Oh,
I'll stay over here next to it. It's somebody touching you, isn't it?
oh thanks.
It is leaning now, isn't
It is leaning. I can't remember where I fell in.
I remember you thought about trouble about it.
Oh, I mean,
Would anybody like to come forward and talk to us? Anybody connected to these gravestones? Anybody buried here? Anybody who was the
Um,
rest? Anybody stopped?
and
Come on. I think there's one that's up.
couples.
I think there's a candle on one over there. Or unless it's light in the ground because they've got spotlight. Oh, it's a spotlight.
It's a spot. Oh,
Yeah. Also, would that be weird if it was on? Yeah, there's the abbey in the background. I don't know if you can get it because it might be dark. Look at that one there with the column.
oh, that's. See, oh, this is just. I mean, that's just. Oh, that's just a.
Oh, the gate's open. Just at the back there. Maybe they've got something private on tonight, sometimes they do.
No, the abbey's through that. There's a wall round it.
Oh, the abbey, yeah, but I mean, you can get a pretty cool picture.
I mean, that's just. This is just the courtyard and that. Yeah, you're alright going in here. Not. I'll just go up these steps, see if I can. That's. Yeah, we're not actually.
Put the EMF down here.
Yeah. No, I don't know whether you can see that. You may well be able to see it. I don't know. How it goes off. How it goes off now then. It's me. So you can't really. It's a bit too dark. I can't really get any. I mean, it's a shame really that I can't. It's a shame really I can't get any better picture than that because it's very gothic. But, yeah, it's just a shame I can't really show you. I may have to do a bit of it in the.
Did you want to try any spirit box or anything here? That's close to the abbey.
I might try it. Yeah.
Sure.
Do you want to set the camera, love?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Always get me.
Either try radio or try, one of the ones on your phone. It's up to
Do
you.
you want the big torch?
Yeah. You got that, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I might.
Let's try anything really, just see if we can get any message through.
Try this.
So that's Whitby Abbey at the back there. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's, yeah. Come close to Andy if you're here.
Is there anybody here? Anybody? Which is like the museum now. The museum and entrance to the abbey. Is there anybody here? Is there anywhere you would like us to go?
Come and show yourself on the camera if you're here. Come and walk towards me.
Briskly.
Briskly. You walking briskly? Why are you walking briskly? Because you want to kick us out? Perhaps they don't want us in here because they're religious and we're pagans and they don't want us. Briskly. They've done it twice.
No, that was just it.
Oh, so it comes up and then it speaks.
She just been delayed.
Briskly. She's walking briskly over. He's walking briskly across to throw us out, I
So
think.
that was somebody's home, wasn't it, originally?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember the story now behind that. You have to go in to read it, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a family home.
It was a family home.
It was a family home, yeah. They built it right by the abbey, didn't they? So we're probably on their land.
Depended on.
Maybe the abbey depending. Maybe the abbey depending on this family for work, you know, some money and stuff.
The upkeep of the abbey, I know it was ruined, but
They had some They had something to do with it, didn't they?
still here.
Is there anybody here who used to live at this house, who used to maintain this abbey? Please come forward and show yourself.
Is there a story of somebody called, somebody Agnes who haunted it? Saint Agnes or something like that? No.
Like we were saying to the guy earlier, I never read up the ghost stories beforehand because I don't want to be prompted, do you know what I mean? I like to find out and see what unfolds. Because if you start reading the ghost stories, it puts suggestion in your mind and then you're looking out for that thing or that person.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do here.
Go on.
I'm going to do an EVP.
Oh yeah, do an EVP. I just want to get some shots of these doors and stuff. Come through that door. That ancient door. Something's flashing red. Something was flashing red then. I don't know what exactly was flashing red. Maybe it was my head torch. Sometimes these torches have been acting a bit weird on our heads. Sometimes they randomly flick to another colour when we're not, like, you're not doing it ourselves.
Start recording.
Okay.
Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to us? Anybody connected with this building in front of us? Or anybody connected with the abbey? Who's here? What's your name? What's your connection to these buildings or this plate of this area that we're in? Are you connected to the house or the abbey? Or are you connected to the graveyard or the churchyard? Or even the steps coming up to the top of the hill? Is there anything you want to say to us? Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to us?
Yes!
Shit, no.
No, it did, it said yes. Is that the same one? Is that this abbey one?
Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to
I
us?
heard it from here. Yes. That's yes.
Yes.
Play it back again for this camera, then we can show people.
Anybody connected to this? Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to us?
Yes.
That is
Okay,
amazing.
carry on, see if there's any more.
That's amazing.
See if there's any more.
Anybody connected with this building in front of us? Or anybody connected with
Something else that, weren't it?
No.
No. Did it say no?
It said no.
So who wants to talk to us?
What's your name? What's your connection to these buildings or this plate of this area that we're in? Are you connected to the house of the abbey? Or are you connected to the graveyard? Or the churchyard? Or even the steps coming up to the top of the hill? Is there anything you want to say to us?
You get anything else?
Is there anybody here who'd like to talk to us?
That's yes.
I actually sent shivers up my spine.
Yeah, I know, that was me too. I was standing with my back to the wall because I don't like standing with the open space behind me. Not after hearing that anyway.
With the abbey.
Did it say no after that?
Tell me who's here? What's your
Did you get
name?
anything else? Just yes.
Who's here?
Alright, so now we need to ask who wants.
Talk to us? That
It's yes.
That's as clear. I've never heard.
But have they
a
said
yes
anything else
like
after that?
That was yes.
But have they said anything else after that?
There we go. Anybody connected with this building in front of us?
No, that sounds like. Is it no?
The abbey. Anybody connected with this building in front of us? Or anybody connected?
That sounds like no.
It says no, doesn't it?
So they're not connected to this building. Are they connected? So we need to ask more questions and carry on recording then to get the answer. Are they connected to the abbey?
I asked if there's any connected to the abbey.
And they said yes.
That was a definite. That is the
No.
best yes that I've heard. That is as clear as
But
day.
when you said, are you connected to the abbey, did you say yes or no?
That was the one where they went no.
Right, so we need to find out who it is. So we need to ask who it is now.
Is it somebody connected with the abbey? Is it somebody connected with the house? Somebody connected to name? Are you a male, a man or a woman? What was your job and why are you still here? Do you know you're dead? There's no need to be afraid. I'm not here to disrespect you. Just want to know your story. Do you mind us being here asking you these questions? I just want to know the history. Want us to go? Say leave or go? Is it somebody connected with the abbey? Is it somebody connected with the house? Is it somebody connected to the church or graveyard? Can you tell me your name? Are you a male, a man or a woman?
Something just flicked the bubble on my eye. I'm not joking.
What was your job? Why are you still here? Do you know you're dead? There's no need to be afraid. I'm not here to disrespect you.
Do you want to go back towards the graveyard?
I'm not being funny.
Maybe you got something. Something flicked the bubble on my... Like... I'm sure something flicked the bubble on my eye then. Did you get anything else? Don't forget the EMF meters on the floor if you're going to leg it. What, have you got the EBGBs now? Because you always go quiet and then scuttling off and don't tell me what's going on.
It's just weird here.
Yeah, it is weird here, so let's flick my heart just then, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to mess up the
That's
film.
why I didn't want to.
Why did you see?
The whole atmosphere is just.
This particular bit here?
The whole atmosphere has changed.
Yeah.
It was alright, and it's actually.
Something flicked my heart, Andy. I'm not lying, I'm not making shit
No,
up.
you don't. I know you
Let's
don't.
go back to the graveyard because we've only got 15 minutes battery left now anyway.
I don't know. It just.
We need to know who it is though.
And the thing is, it's hard to say.
You pick all the stuff up, yeah?
Right. It's hard to say to people who are watching it. But all I can say is, you know.
Yeah, you do. You get a different feel, the atmosphere changes.
That.
You can't show that on camera, the atmosphere actually changing.
It just felt uncomfortable.
I felt there was somebody stood there with us and I had my hat flicked, you know the bubble on my hat flicked, so as though somebody had gone like that with
All I
it.
can describe it is this: if you go into an area where you don't live, your own
And you're not
area,
welcome.
and you walk into a pub,
Yeah.
and that pub suddenly goes silent.
Oh, is that what it felt like? To you?
And you see that reaction on people's faces, and you know it's not right.
Yeah.
That's all I can say to you. I mean, from your rat being pulled,
Yeah.
and that, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's some, but that guy said,
But we were in the grounds.
That guy actually said to us, he said, be careful what you're doing up here.
Did he?
He actually said, be careful. He said, do you know what I mean? He did. That was...
But he didn't say why, did he?
He didn't. He didn't. He went, his words were, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But that was uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable though. I agree with
I
that.
didn't expect it there.
Yeah, because it's just a brick wall. But we don't know what was there before, or what was... Was it part of something else, that brick wall? I know that family had preserved this abbey, didn't they? Because it was already in ruins then. Because this again was Henry VIII's doing, this abbey.
But it just suddenly that, when doing them EVPs, suddenly the whole atmosphere changed. You felt it. I know you felt it.
I
Because
did.
I've never known you suddenly go, I'm going to stand in here because I don't feel like
I
it.
felt like there was somebody with a black, like, hooded cloak stood behind me. Not in a menacing way, but perhaps in a religious way. That's what I was feeling.
Perhaps.
But then you think, am I imagining it
Yeah,
because we're stood in
but-
an abbey grounds and there's a church gonging over there, and you sometimes think
Yeah.
that creates you to think like that. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't say anything sometimes,
Yeah.
because I think this is the
Yeah, you
setting,
do.
this is the atmosphere. You watch dozens of horror films, it conjures up those kinds of images, so that's why I sometimes think, alright, it's probably your imagination just
That's why I don't
playing it a bit.
say anything, because I don't want to startle you and I don't want you panicking.
But then something flicked my eye and I thought, was that the wind? Or was it...
just us pick the stuff up calmly and just move, and then I'll tell you when we've moved away from it.
I felt like there was someone stood behind me, that's why I shifted.
Yeah, there was.
But then something flicked my eye. Well, I think something flipped the bobble on it. I'm not sure whether it was the wind or whether
I
it
have a
was...
feeling that it's something to connect to when it was a Catholic monastery.
Really?
Because you've got to remember,
Maybe.
they will know what we are, so they'll be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They would be uncomfortable with us. But,
Well, we definitely got that. That was a definitely yes, wasn't it? Followed by a no.
That
But
was probably, that actually set a shiver up my spine when I
Yeah,
heard that.
but the thing is
because
though-
it was as clear as day.
It didn't. The thing what gets me is though, they'll say yes, or they'll say no, but then they're not forthcoming with any
There's
other
nothing
answers
else.
after that.
There
So
was-
what?
There was nothing else.
Why? This is what I want to know. If they want a conversation, then they should pick it up and carry it on, not just leave it as yes or no and then they're gone like that.
That was. Yeah, that was. I wouldn't surprise me when we played that back.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't see anything on here, but like you say, we're going to put it on the big screen
But-
to pick it up sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes we've picked stuff up. You look at we picked up somewhere
Yeah.
that we didn't see. We quite obviously are. That was. I expected it with possibly the graveyard,
Yeah.
but that there.
Well, what do you want to do? We've still got 15 minutes footage left to do yet.
Well, do you want to go round by the church and?
Yeah,
go
if you want to.
Get some more bits. Yeah, maybe one of these benches.
Yeah, go to the first bench and we'll ask out there. We'll use the EVP player again,
Use
because
that again. See if.
we'll get a
anything's-
bench that's well lit, because I can't film anything when we're in the dark.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like I'm dictating to Andy, but I'm trying to direct this. Do you know what I mean? I don't talk to him like this at home, everybody. Not all the time. Maybe now and again.
To be honest with you, sometimes
I never talk to you like this at home, do I, Andy? I only talk to you like this when we're working.
Sometimes I get too involved in it.
I think what it is, because I'm watching on the camera at the time, and I like to get as much in as we
And I'm
can,
trying
the
to-
45 minutes before the battery dies.
Gibbering away like a pillar.
It's quite light here anyway, so
Quite.
I think this is actually the same bench I was sat on last time when you disappeared down the grave.
Oh, it's probably one of them. That's why it's calling me off now.
What, because we was sat here?
So I don't.
What have I put? Oh, it's alright, I'll hold it.
Well,
Yeah, do some EVPs. We're getting a lot of things with that really at the minute, aren't we? Which is good.
I'll try it.
Because it's what we want.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not too windy up here. It's
No,
not too
because that's
warm,
the
it's
sea.
not
You can
like
hear
it.
that there.
I'll try it anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry about this. This is very
He did say that guy actually, didn't he? Be careful what you wish for up here. Something like that, he said. What an interesting guy. He was from the Isle of Man, weren't he? But his family live in Yorkshire and that's why he's here visiting.
right. I'm going to record.
Yeah.
Is there anybody here in this area where we are? Anybody who'd like to talk to us? I'd like to know your story. I do hope that person walking up is real.
Yeah, I think it is someone. Well, let's put it this way, his clothes are like colourful, so they're not like grey or black or white like you'd expect a ghost to be.
Is there anything you want to say to us? Is there anybody in this area, graveyard, by the abbey, that isn't very nice? Could you tell us who it is? Do you have a name? And how old are you? Is there anything you want to say to us?
Alright, do you want to start off walking back whilst you're listening it back? Because I want to get a little bit more of this graveyard before we run out of battery. You got all the stuff, yeah?
I'd like to know your story. I do hope that person walking up is real. Is there anything you want to say to us? Is there anybody in this area, graveyard or by the abbey, that isn't very nice?
Just sit there, Andy, while you listen
Could
it
you tell
through.
us who it is? Do you have a name?
you get anything on your EVP?
Not on that one, no.
Okay. Let's walk down the steps and see if anybody... Yeah. Got about 5 minutes left.
No. Is anybody walking up these steps? Wants to talk to us? Talk through this device. Thing.
Thing.
What kind of thing? There's a thing coming.
A harbinger of death.
Of course.
Oh no, that's York, innit?
Thing, yeah, no. A bit wormwood. Thing. Anything else? Anybody else? Coming up and down, coming up and down again, doing their own whatever, or up the little bit of road going up the side there. Yeah? Anything else? Last chance to talk to us. Very interesting that.
What's coming up just for that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bitterly.
Bitterly.
Bitterly. Thing bitterly.
Italy.
Probably was a bit of a bitter person who was up there.
Might be a bitterly cold.
Oh yeah, it is a bit bitter.
They would have worn clogs and shawls back then and long skirts. And that's just the men. So it would have been bitterly cold.
Oh yeah. You know, there's a bit of breeze up your shoulder.
I think we'll head back and get a hot drink and then we'll go back through that ABP and then
Yeah.
make sense of what's been going on up here tonight. But we definitely got a yes, and we definitely got a no. But my question is that if they've got the opportunity to talk to us, why don't they continue with something else? Why do they just leave it as yes and no?
So weird. I often wonder that.
You know what I'm saying? You're asking them and now's a chance and then they just come yes or they say no and then
But why did they suddenly?
they don't say no more than that.
So I don't. It's something I don't get. I
You know, you think that they want the opportunity to say what they want to say and they don't, they just...
You think, oh, brilliant, I got. And then there's nothing. But then again, it's hard for them to get. Oh, maybe they don't understand. Sometimes maybe they. And you often wonder if, because obviously I've got a very northern accent. Maybe they might. Some people might not understand what I'm on about.
Maybe.
You might not. Did you hear that? Sounds like somebody coming down. You lose.
It weren't that, I heard something in the background like, but it might have been a dog barking. I'm going to have to wrap it up any minute now, Andy, because the battery's going to drain soon. So we're going to say goodnight. And we'll see you tomorrow night. And we're going to do Captain Cook's cottage. And we're going to do Arguments Passage.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Arguments
No,
Passage.
we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes,
We're not
we are.
doing. No.
We are.